the Team Lawson channel. I'm Theresa.
I'm Mike.
And we're millennials and we're making it. On our channel, we discuss all things that may be within the intersection of millennial marriage and special needs parenting.
We want to create a community that's both inclusive and encouraging.
So go ahead and hit that subscription button. Help us reach our goal of making it to 1,000 subscribers.
Also, don't forget to smash that like button so you let the algorithm know you think we're awesome.
Thanks to the new subscribers, by the way. We've had a couple this past month, and we're so excited to have you in our little community. Hopefully you enjoy and share us with your friends. Today, what are we talking about, babe?
My wife won't go to church?
Yeah, not going.
Heathen!
I love you so much. Yeah. So why are we talking about this?
That's a good question.
I'm asking you, why do you want to talk about this?
Why I won't talk about this? Wait a minute.
Huh?
We talking about this?
You picked this topic. It was on the list, but you picked it.
Well, I mean, something to talk about. Oh! So, when I go to church on Sundays, a lot of you guys ask me, where's Sister Theresa at? So, this video is to answer all of you guys' questions respectfully. No disrespect intended. Please don't take it that way.
I don't know why he didn't just tell y'all this. I honestly don't know. And I've given him permission to say, hey, she's not coming.
I explained it. Because I feel like that's something that needs to come from you.
Why?
Because it's you. It's your explanation.
But it's really. Okay.
I feel like it'll be, because, you tell me something, it's just like you whisper something in somebody's ear, just as a funny skit. Hey, we're breaking out of prison at 5. And then when it get down to the last person, hey, we're breaking out of prison tomorrow night at 9 o'clock. No, that's not what was said. You know what I'm saying? I'm that last person that when you get to the, whispering in my ear, we're breaking out at 5. Yeah, Larry say we're breaking out at 9. No, that's not the information that was given. And I end up not saying it correctly. So that's why I say I feel like it'll be better coming from you.
But it's not.
And you can explain it better.
It's not complicated.
I know it's not complicated. It's not rocket science. But still, I'm just that type of guy.
Okay.
You give me information to pass on to someone, it may not come out correct. And then the person's confused. And then they have to come back to you anyway and ask, hey, your husband said this. And you be like, no, that's not what I said. I said this. You get what I'm saying?
Okay.
Y'all feel what I'm saying?
I feel what you're saying. Okay, so I guess we should first talk about why this is important, because some of our viewers are not our friends in real life. Most of them aren't, which is cool. But this video may make no sense to you. So prior to these past 3 years, I went to church regularly. I was very involved in church, very religious, and involved in all the religious rites. Traditionally,
you won't say
Pentecostal.
Religious. We'll say you had a religious mindset.
No, I was religious too.
Oh, okay.
I was, yeah. And me not going to church is literally the textbook opposite of what other people would see as my church. I don't even say my relationship with God, because most people won't know my relationship with God. They will just know that I go to church all the time. And that is the exact opposite of what I had done for probably like a decade. I met Michael in a Bible study that I taught and picked him up for. I was instrumental in, I would think, maybe part of the reason why you started coming to church regularly and why you ended up getting baptized and receiving the Holy Ghost.
Well,
and so I was at least part of that reason why. And so it is a big, well, I really don't think it's a big deal. I am not unlike many people my age who get to a point where they start examining themselves and their spiritual and religious beliefs and their relationship with God and make different choices. There has been in the church it's called a great falling away, but Christianity has gotten more progressive and church going is an essential to that. And yeah, and so over the past maybe 5 years, I think it has been, I started examining how I approached my faith and if I wanted to continue to approach it that way. And the answer was no. And so I started changing the ways that I approach my faith. I pretty much gotten to the point where of all my beliefs, I know which ones I do not believe anymore, which ones no, that's not true. Of my beliefs, there are beliefs that I do not hold anymore, and all the rest of those I am questioning. And those are my beliefs right now. And so I am comfortable with that. I feel like do I still identify as a Christian? Yeah. I think mainly because that's how I came to know God, through Christianity. And so I'm perfectly comfortable doing that. Many of the tenets of Christianity I do not agree with. That I think if you had to put a label on it, it would be more universalist in theology, which doesn't mean much to most people who are steeped in Google. Let me Google universalist. Because if you are in a particular denomination, you typically know what your denomination believes. And that's about it. And that is honestly what I've been getting away from. It's just knowing what my denomination believes. Because that is not the point for me. The point is to get to know God and reading. Philosophical and theological subject that some ideas have universal application in Christian universalism. That would be helpful. Christian universalism is a school of Christian theology focused around the doctrine of universal reconciliation, the view that all human beings will ultimately be saved and restored to the right relationship with God. Christian universalism and the belief of hope and universal reconciliation through Christ can even be understood as synonyms. There is one church that in the Baton Rouge area, and I don't even remember the name of it. I've been watching their services online sometimes. But like in the Baton Rouge area that believes along those lines. And I don't know that I particularly want to attend it. I don't not want to attend it, but like I don't have any compulsion. Like I don't feel uncomfortable not going to church on Sunday enough at all. And so I don't particularly want to be in another church right now. I think I just want to take some time to figure out where I would be most comfortable and if, like, I want to be part of a church body? I don't know. I haven't answered that question yet. And so until I answer that question, I'm not finding another church. How does that make you feel? I've always been interested. And you're always like, I'm fine. But you don't ever explain how that makes you feel. How are you fine?
I mean, don't take too long trying to figure it out.
Why? What do you think is going to happen if I take my time to figure out where I want to be?
I didn't say anything happened because, I mean...
Well, why do I not need to take too long?
I mean, because eventually... I mean, the longer you take, in my opinion, the longer it takes, the harder it is to get back if you're ever trying to get back.
What am I trying to get back to?
Going back to church. If you just said you decided you trying.
I don't feel like that is something that I need to do to go back to be in a relationship with God, or to.
Man, you asked me how I feel.
Okay, I'm trying to okay, go ahead.
You asked me how I feel. I'm just telling you how I feel. I understand what you. I know.
So
we've discussed this.
So you want me to be back in church? You feel like it is.
I mean, I would like for you to be back in church, but that's your decision. I can't force you because you're an adult too.
Right.
I can't force you to do nothing you don't want to do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, but what I'm saying is, if your intentions if you do decide to go back, don't wait too long to make that, because it's hard to go back once you stop going.
I don't think it is. I think going to church is easy and natural for most of you. I've been in church my entire life. If I want to go on Sunday, I could. I just don't want to.
Okay. I mean, it's different for people. Sometimes it's harder for others than it's harder
Why
for some.
Why would it be hard to go back to church?
Because you done got used to not going. I ain't saying for, like I said, it's different for you.
Church attendance isn't that difficult.
Baby, not for you, but for other people it can be.
Okay, I guess.
Is what I'm saying.
I don't know that I agree with that, but I can see what you're saying. Okay, so if I make the decision never to go back to church.
I can't force you to go.
That's not what I said. You never could force me to go. Anyway, that's not what I'm asking. How would you feel about me making the decision never to attend another church body? Or to attend a church body that is different from the one that you attend?
I mean, I'm still going to believe what I believe. You're going to believe what you're going to. I mean, we trying to, as long as we trying to reach the same place, I mean.
That's debatable.
Look, at the end of the day, what you mean? You trying to go to hell?
No.
Oh, okay.
I don't.
I thought we was trying to go to heaven.
In the umbrella of
Look, girl, umbrella.
I'm trying to explain to you in a very gentle way, but in the umbrella of universalism, there isn't a hell to avoid.
Okay.
The point is just a relationship with God.
I respect that.
Okay.
I'm not knocking that, but I'm gonna make sure. I'm gonna make sure. I will make sure. You know what I'm saying? I feel that. I understand what you're saying. I feel that. But Mike Lawson gonna make sure. Mm-hmm.
You think I'm going to hell?
I ain't say that.
I don't think you're going.
I don't know because I'm not Jesus. I don't have a head like you used to tell me a long time ago. I don't have a heaven or a hell to put you in. I can't say where you're going. All I'm saying is I'm trying to make sure that Mike Lawson, Mason Lawson, and Theresa Lawson get there. However way we do that, hey, I just want to get there.
I kind of want to come back as a nebula. I just do that to message.
Hey, that's on you. I don't know what all that is. You come back all you want.
Like if I could have my choice of afterlife, right? Like it wouldn't be heaven. Or like the typical view of heaven, I would literally want to be in the heavens. I would want to be a nebula. Just an idea. If the option were on the table.
I need to see if you're doing dope while I'm at work. I need to check that. No, but I mean, hey, whatever help you make it.
Like to be eternally some humanoid form.
I don't even have.
Doesn't seem particularly appealing.
I can be a rock wall in heaven. As long as
you want to be a rock in heaven.
I said a rock waller. A rock waller.
Oh, a Rottweiler.
I can be a rock waller in heaven. I can be a tree. Long as I'm in heaven, in them gates, looking at that street of gold, I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Look.
And I think that is where Christian universalism kind of deviates from traditional Christianity in the heaven or hell concept. Like there is literally a place of heaven that Christians are trying to attain, where it's like a perfect world kind of thing, no suffering kind of thing. And in universalism, I think more of the concept is to get back to God, not necessarily to be a human in a Eden garden type experience, just to return to God in whatever way that looks like. And an understanding that we cannot, with our human mind and human understanding, know what that is or what it looks like if there will be a streets of gold. Because even the people who were writing the Bible were humans trying to translate this mystical and mystic experience that they had with God about some of the things revelations they received in a way that other humans could understand. So is there an actual street of gold, Jasper Gates, or is that just the best way that these writers could have explained it to us? in a way that we could understand. And you don't care as long as you there.
You said exactly. There it is, church. You see what I'm saying, church? There it is. I'm trying to find out. I'm trying to make it. See, she already knew I was
Well, how
going
do you make it in your mind? How do you make it? And I think that's another deviation from traditional Christianity than universalism, is that the making it is the growing in the relationship to God while you're here. It's not dependent on rites and rituals that are typical and traditional through all forms. Like, there were 30 years worth of baptisms that were just 30 or 40 years worth of baptisms that were just revoked by the Catholic Church because somebody said a word wrong. And so, like, that is real deal. Like, these people and some of these Christians will feel like they're going to go to hell if they're not rebaptized. And so I don't share in those.
I mean, I feel that, but ain't nothing wrong. That's what I'm saying.
And that's easy for me to say because I have been baptized multiple different ways.
Me too. But, like I said, ain't nothing wrong with making sure. You want to make, that's all it is. I want to make sure.
Is there something wrong with having confidence that there's nothing to make sure of? Like having confidence in a God that...
No, because I mean, you got to trust in God anyway. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I feel, because I don't know. I feel you have to trust in God anyway. You know what I'm saying? But, like I said, to me, my opinion, this is me. I want to take every step to make sure that, you know, when it's all said and done, I'm in there.
And I think, honestly, the exploration that I'm doing of my faith and the way I practice it is me doing that. Making sure that I take every step that I can to get closer to God and bring as many people as I can with me along on this journey. If I can't bring them with me to the other side.
Yeah.
Good enough?
Yeah.
That's it.
So you explained to
I ain't coming. Don't ask him no more. I ain't coming. I love y'all though. Dang!
Why you talking to people like that?
I love y'all. I'm not coming. Y'all can come to the house if y'all vaccinated.
She's speaking for her.
No, I'm speaking for both of us. Don't come to my house, to my door if you're not vaccinated. Your feelings gonna be hurt.
No, that ain't what I'm talking about. I ain't talking about that.
What?
I ain't talking about that.
What?
The way she said that,
What?
that's her. I love y'all.
How?
I love y'all.
Tell me how you want me to say it. Tell me how you want me to say it and be serious.
Just say, I will not be attending.
I will no longer be attending sanctuary services.
Until I figure.
Not until.
God.
What?
All right, y'all. Don't forget to smash that. No. Don't forget to smash the like and subscribe button. Tell your friends and your family about us. Boy, this heathen here, boy. I love this heathen.
Thank you so much for watching. I can't even say it. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next video.
Jesus' name.
God bless you.